Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Marcus Castro, aka Vibin. How you guys doing today? Awesome. I'm doing pretty awesome. Today's idea or um, words of wisdom that I want to share with you, something I'm learning as we speak, and this idea of surrender. It's the idea of letting go. Letting go, and the idea of letting go and letting God. Having faith that the things that you want, the things that you're moving towards, the things that you feel like you're being called to, that those things are going to come true. That those things are going to become to fruition, but not just come true in the way that you want them. Come true in the way that you need them. Some things will manifest in the way that you expect them to, but most things will manifest the way that you need them to. And what I mean by need them to is that when you have faith in the process, you start opening up to the lessons that each thing is willing to teach you. If I'm going to be the #1 NBA player in the world, and that's my goal and my dream, me working hard every single day, or me moving towards that, progressing towards that, I start to learn things in the process. And sometimes you might even learn and figure out that that's the goal, the mountaintop that you're headed for is not the one that's truly going to satisfy you. And so you start to learn how to shift and attune to what's truly in your heart. You start to surrender and letting go of this idea or facade or this dream or these expectations of what you want your reality to be, and having faith and letting go and trusting that it's going to work out the way that you need it to, that's going to fulfill your soul, when you're going to be truly happy. Because who knows if you're going to be truly happy being that NBA star? Who knows if you're going to be truly happy when you have all the things that you mentally perceived and into your reality? Who knows if you're going to truly feel fulfilled when these external things show up? Because we understand that the beingness of who we are relates us to the world. It relates our energy in a harmony. When we understand and when we start to own who we are energetically and who we are emotionally, who we are vibrationally, what we're admitting out into the world, it becomes less about what the world has to offer me and more about what I have to offer myself so I can offer it to the world. And that's the idea of surrender. It's letting go that these expectations that we have about our lives, or these ideas that we want, and just letting them flow down the river. Surrendering to what your soul wants. And that language sometimes could be difficult to interpret. And we might not know exactly what it is that we're being called to. And some people are blessed to know. But if you do not know, it's okay to surrender to that. Say, I'm okay with not knowing. It is okay not to know. It is okay to be in a space of stagnant, in a space feeling stuck. It's okay. It's okay, because each part of your process is teaching you something if you surrender to it. If you acknowledge it, if you become aware of it, it will start to show you. And then once you start to open that process, you start to be guided. You'll start to open doorways because you surrender to something, then you start opening up, because surrendering means my idea of this world or my perception of my mind or what I want it to be is being opened. To have control, to say that I am going to have it the way that I want it, the way that I need it, and it's going to be like this, is complete harboring of your spiritual power. It's not allowing yourself to expand. Surrender is expanding. It's saying, okay, I'm able to open. I'm surrendering to what's here and available. I'm surrendering to what's right now. And when you start to do that, you start to expand and open, and new things can come in. When the doors close, it's hard for things to seep through. But when the doors open, so many things can walk through you. So many things can shine through it to pull you closer to them. And so I ask you, how can you accept surrender, the idea of the concept of surrendering in your life today? How can you move forward and saying, I'm willing to surrender? I'm willing to surrender towards my calling. I'm willing to surrender towards these emotions. I'm willing to surrender towards my thoughts. I'm willing to surrender towards the life that I'm living right now. and I allow whatever needs to come next, because I know it's going to be alright. It's going to be okay. It's going to be alright. I love you. Blessings.